Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
It's time for another daily dose of dismal Disney, I guess. WDW News Today, they go out and they find the police reports related to Walt Disney World, and some of them are making for very interesting headlines. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, this one, I didn't read this yet. I just saw it right now, and I'm like, what the heck?
So we've been kind of following all the Disney brawls, and we're gonna read about this incident at Disney World.
Oh, and then I have a funny pool poop story.
Okay, you can talk about the funny pool poop story.
So unrelated to the other story, there was this going around TikTok, and I guess they closed the pool at the Pop Century for a mysterious brown object. And they have this video, which you can go to piratesandprincesses.net to see this story. But they have a video, and there's two cast members standing there. One with a biohazard bag, and one with like a pool scoop. I like he makes sign of the cross, and they're trying to get it out of the pool. So they do get it out of the pool. Wow, that's interesting. They do get it out of the pool, and when they get it out of the pool, they're sitting there looking at it in this net. And then whatever it was, it turned out not to be poop because they start laughing hysterically. Like, oh, thank God, the relief is visible. No pun intended. All I kept thinking about was the Caddyshack scene with the Baby Ruth. So
yeah.
That's all I kept thinking. But it was funny. I love how the guy gives us the sign of the cross.
It's the poop century.
Yeah, so there was the poop century. So that was a funny little story before we get into the craziness.
All right, so before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 274,000 subs.
Woo!
We do talk a lot about Disney, having worked in and around the company for a number of years. We do run piratesandprincesses.net after our other Disney blog that had media access. They don't give us media access, but they do reach out to you. They
reached out to me about Bluey. In case you didn't hear about that update, they told me that they are going to put the family meeting on the air. That they're reevaluating their guidelines.
The backlash. Yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about this again. WDW News Today. They tend to follow these police reports because they're hilarious.
They are.
This headline: Man states he was punched by young boys after telling them he has brain cancer.
Why would they punch him after telling him he has brain cancer?
Others say he assaulted a minor at Toy Story Mania in Walt Disney World. So.
So wait, I'm guessing from this that he's saying that they hit him, but everybody else saying that he hit the kids first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toy Story Mania is the scene of the latest Walt Disney World fight breaking out between strangers this summer. Again, this is like a weekly occurrence. There used to be fights at Disney World every once in a while, but we're seeing almost weekly. We're seeing crazy fights. Ramon Aponte, a junior 41-year-old from Clifton, New Jersey, told Disney employees he had been assaulted and asked them to contact law enforcement on July 8th. When the sheriff's deputy arrived, he told his side of the story. He ended up getting arrested for child abuse. The boy complaining of a concussion was taken to a Central Florida hospital, so he beat the kid up.
But did the kid hit him first? How
it began, Aponte claimed, was he and his family, so it wasn't just some random guy, waited in line for the shooting game ride at Hollywood Studios. That'd be Toy Story Mania. He said he saw the two young males jump the line and then ransacked the 3D glasses bin, knocking some of the items to the ground. He said he picked them up and then gave the boys a stern word, telling them to calm down. The two males swore at him, but Aponte said he ignored them and continued to wait in line with his wife and children. It didn't end matters, according to his version of events. The two males heckled him from 2 lanes down, even though he reminded them there were children around.
You know, this actually sounds plausible.
This sounds very plausible.
If you've been to Disney, this sounds extremely plausible.
Sounds plausible. He said he walked up to them and told them to stop, but one of the boys got in his face. Aponte ordered him to back up because he said that he has brain cancer.
I'm not really sure what that had to do with anything, but okay.
Get back. Stand back. I've got brain cancer. I don't want you to catch it. The report never confirmed whether or not he was actually sick. The boys got closer instead, and he pushed the male back. Then the male punched him. He said he got struck in the left side of the face. The sheriff's deputy interviewed the two males, a 17-year-old named Dylan and another unidentified male. His personal information is redacted, but the boy is under 18. That's why they redacted it, I'm sure. Dylan said he and the other boy were spreading the 3D glasses out so it would be easier for people to pick them up.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I'm not saying he should have hit the kid, but I call bullshit on one side sounds a lot more plausible than the other at this point.
They reached the ride's boarding area and told an employee their ride party was for two. Two assholes, Dylan heard Aponte said behind
Well, he
them.
probably kid.
The boys started laughing. Ha ha ha.
But wait, why is the other kid okay?
So he lunged at the other boy and choked him like Homer Simpson choking Bart. The other boy the boy punched a Pawnee to defend himself. All three of them were ordered out of the ride queue. Once outside the ride, Ponte ran up to the unidentified boy and shoved him into a pole. He's got brain cancer. I mean, what are you going to do? The report said the boy fell on the ground, landing on rocks. According to Dylan's interview, the boy attempted to get up but stumbled into a wall after hurting his head on the pole.
Yeah, okay, so what it sounds like to me is these little shits did jump line.
Yes.
And did they weren't spreading them out for people to get
They
hold
were
of
trying to be it was like Eddie Haskell. Like,
Yeah.
golly, Mrs. Cleaver, we were just trying to be helpful.
Yeah. I believe that these kids did this stuff. I believe that they, were in his face. I believe that. However, I don't think that it was necessary for him to hit them, nor is it necessary for him to slam a child into a pole.
Law enforcement arrived. The boy told a deputy he was in pain and thought he had a concussion. He was taken to Celebration Hospital for treatment. He had cuts on his leg, arm, and knee from falling, a small cut in his right ear, and blood on his shirt. Several Disney employees witnessed the verbal confrontation and saw Ponte as the aggressor pushing the boy in the queue first. Some saw him push the boy into the pole outside. Ponte was put in handcuffs and taken to Orange County Jail. I think the truth is in the middle. I think the kids were little shits, and I think he overreacted.
Exactly. That's what I think, too. And they probably did hit him first. At that point, he should have gone and got a cast member right then and there. He shouldn't have, let it go if it happened.
Let it go.
If it happened the way he said, and it wouldn't have gone escalated, and then those kids would have been the ones in trouble. But when you take a kid and slam him to the pole and then they have to go to the hospital, then you kind of lose your argument.
Both boys and Ponte are now banned from Walt Disney World property.
I would think so.
They're banning so many people for fights that there's not going to be anybody left to go.
In this case, they both were involved. But what makes me mad...
They're the undesirable people.
Undesirable people. What's interesting to me, though, is there's some people that have gotten, trespassed and banned from property because there was a fight they were involved in, but they weren't the ones who started or were hitting anybody. They might be the ones that were getting beat on, and they get in trouble, too. And I'm like, what are you supposed to do?
Yes, we know how that works. That works.
Not at Disney, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that is another daily dose of dismal Disney, and the year is not quite over yet, and it's been a crazy year, and I do fully expect there to be more crazy-ass police reports, more fisticuffs at Disney, and
it's really getting much worse, or people are just recording it more.
I think it's getting worse. I think people are losing their shit. I think they are. I really do. So anyway, go out to WDW News today if you want to look at more of these reports. They put them up all the time. I just happened to see this one this morning. I'm like, oh my God. Toy Story Mania indeed. All right, we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.